What's up guys, I'm Chirag and welcome to part 4 of the tutorial series on deploying a Flask application on Amazon ECS using fargate. In the previous tutorial we had installed AWS CLI version 2 along with the creation of the IAM role, right? And now in this tutorial we will push the Docker container images to the Amazon Elastic Container Registry, that is Amazon ECR. Right, so I have already logged in into the EC2 instance, right? So I will clear this. So now the very first thing that we will do is that we will navigate to ECR. So navigate to Amazon ECR, and once you are there, select the repo. So we will start with Flask application. So select that and click on view push command. You can directly select and click on view push command, or you can click on this repo and on the top right corner click on view push commands, right? So here there are 4 commands that we need to execute to successfully push the image to this repository, right? So the very first command is basically for login and authentication, right? Followed by the building of the Docker image. So we are going to skip the second command because we have already built the Docker container image for Flask application as well as Nginx server, right? So we will execute this first command, we will skip second command, then the third command is the tagging of the image followed by the Docker push command, which will actually push the image to this repository, right? So we are going to execute this command in sequence, right? So let's go back to terminal. So here if we see sudo docker images, then we have this 2 image that we want to push, that is Flask app and Nginx, right? So we will go back to ECR, we will copy the first command and go back to terminal, paste it over here. So this is basically 2 command, right? So here is the pipe symbol which is separating 2 commands. So the first is AWS ECR get login password -region followed by the region, right? And the second command is the docker login with the username and password, right? So enter. So it says got permission denied while trying to connect to Docker, right? So here we have to pass on sudo for the second command. So after the pipe symbol, it should be sudo docker, enter. And now it says cannot auto launch dbus without x11 display or the environment variable that it's showing, right? So to resolve this error, we need to install 2 packages, that is GNU PG2 and pass. So that's going to be sudo apt install GNU PG2 followed by pass, enter. Yes. So if I'm not wrong, then GNU PG is basically a GNU tool for secure communication and data storage, right? So basically it is used to encrypt data and to create digital signatures, right? And if we talk about pass package, then it's basically the standard Unix password manager, right? So the packages have been installed successfully. So let's clear this and try to rerun the command again. That's login command, enter. And now it says login succeeded, right? Now as we know, we already have the images, so we are going to skip the second command. So now we are going to copy the third one, but before that we will list out the Docker images. Right, and paste the command over here. So again it's going to be sudo, right? So sudo docker tag. So this flask app colon latest refers to the local image. So make sure you have the matching name. So that is flask app, and flask app over here, followed by the latest tag. So that's again latest and latest, right? Followed by the repo URL or the repository reference, right? So it looks good to me. So enter, and the image has been tagged successfully, right? Now if I do sudo docker images, then it will show one more image that is tagged with this repository, right? And finally we are going to push the image. So we are going to copy this, clear, paste. So again it's sudo for me, enter. So now it's pushing the image to ECR, that is basically the flask app repository that we have created, right? Now the image is pushed successfully, so we can go back to ECR and check. So if we reload this, so as you can see, we have the Docker container image within this repository, that is flask app, right? Now same goes for the Nginx web server. So we are going to execute the same steps, right? So we are going to copy this. Let's clear this. So again, for Docker, I will pass on sudo, enter, and it says login succeeded. Now again we will skip the second step since we already have the image, right? So we are going to copy the third command. So that's going to be sudo. Maybe I need to list the Docker images first. Sudo docker images, sudo command. So here instead of Nginx web server, I have the image as Nginx, so I will replace that. Right, so Nginx latest. So I want to push this image, that is Nginx, followed by the latest tag, right? So it looks good to me. Enter. The image has been tagged. Now if I do sudo docker images, then we will have one more image that is tagged with Nginx web server latest, right? And finally we are going to push this image. So copy this last command, sudo paste, enter. So now it's pushing the Nginx container image. And the image has been pushed successfully. So let's have a look. Reload this, and we have the Docker container image for Nginx over here, right? So well, that's it for this tutorial, and this is how you can push the Docker container images to ECR within respective repositories, right? So well, that's it for now, and till that time, if you want me to do tutorial on any use case or service, then please leave them below and I will try my best to come up with a tutorial as soon as possible. And if you have any queries or comments, then again please leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.